Welcome to CCRPG, where we open up our virtual table and play games with some good friends. I'm Bob, and I'll be running Lancer. I'm joined today by Todd, portraying Astro Jamin.
Hello!
Jay, portraying Graham Demaree.
What up?
Jeremy, portraying Dyne Starseeker.
Hello.
And Chuck, portraying Evelene Bolick.
This is not my beautiful house.
That it would be surprising if it was.
Okay, David Byrne.
We will return to the pilots from the Iridium Wings as they explore the planet of Hollis, as they try to pick up the trail of the lost Melissa Buzz Honora. Once a contact, a slightly hostile contact, but contact nonetheless, of Astro Jamin, who has become a informant for Ren. We will see if the party can pick up her trail and find her before MantiCorp can. They have already run into some resistance here with a MantiCorp investigation squad on planet who has already been finding evidence and burning the trail behind them. But the party has found a few leads, so we're going to pick up there and check back in with our team as they continue their investigation. As we return to our party, where are you now? And who wants to kick off?
I think last session, maybe you could just remind me, we got together, right? Like in the conference room and kind of reviewed
You exchanged info.
all our info.
Yep.
Okay. And so we talked about meeting this new contact. Sorry, it's the Fawns or Fonzie or Fawns?
Fawns.
Not the
Yeah.
Fawns, just Fawns. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't
That
want to
makes
get sued.
V is his first name. How did you know?
You got to watch out for those happy day corporate lawyers looking for their copyright, man. They're rough.
They're brutal.
Happy Day, a subsidiary of Taratella.
Let's just pick up right back in it, like as we're exchanging info, and Astro says to Rock, he's like, okay, so we're gonna meet this guy later. What was your take on him? Like, what was he like? Do you know? Did you did you pick up any bad vibes from him? Could this be a setup?
Well, anything's possible, of course. I don't think it's a setup, or at least I don't think that they're working for or around MantiCorp in any way, which is our main concern, I think, right now. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
It's possible he's an independent or third party that we don't know about yet, but I kind of shrug and go, he was secretive, but we were alone, and if he was going to do something or hurt me in some way, it would have been his best chance, and he didn't.
Well, it does make sense that CDD would be looking into this. And if our goals align, then we can work together to kind of figure out what happened to Melissa here. So
I just nod.
This is a solid lead. This is what we're looking for.
I mean, it looked like he's been outside looking at the building for a while, for what it's worth. He's probably, at the bare minimum, seen some coming and goings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good thing that you ran into him. Was he just hanging out there for a while, or was he waiting for someone to meet with? Or I just think it's kind of an odd coincidence. He was just there, you know?
He was scoping
Yeah, I mean
it out.
that's what I was
Yeah.
just saying. Is he was watching the building.
I guess. I mean, I just. How long do you need to watch a building?
Well, if you're waiting for someone like us to come around, maybe he knew ahead of time.
Never
Maybe.
done a stakeout before?
I mean, maybe he was watching it from the time Melissa was there, keeping an eye on her and watching the comings and goings. He could be a plant from Ren for all we know.
He didn't, and I mentioned CDD, but actually he didn't say who he was with.
No, I got the vibe of CDD off of him,
Yeah.
but that's not. There's no clear indicator that he is.
Could also be sent from the Dialectics or some other party.
Yeah, I suppose there's all types in this galaxy, huh?
Yeah, I remember last time we were thinking the Dialectics for some reason, and Astro was like making a big point about like, oh, I'm gonna wear my pen, my little book Dialectics book pen or something. Why did we think that? Do you remember?
But just
I
because of
remember-
what I said, there's the possibility that he is a plant from Ren and Dialectic.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
don't know for sure what or who he is.
Yeah, I remember
Okay.
it was
Yeah,
explained
fair
that
enough.
the dialectics are a little disconjointed in case of like, people get busted. So like, it might be just another faction of the dialectics we're not aware of.
All right, Astro says. Well, let's get ready. Are we all going to meet him, or do you think that would spook him?
I mean, that's I think we should all go to the bar, but I think maybe one or two of us should be waiting for him.
All right.
Because
Well,
that
I
is
mean,
he did say to meet up at like a bar or something, right? I think.
Was it the Fiendish or was it the Folly and Fair? I can't remember. I think it was the Fiendish.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it was the other bar. Because like the one that Dyne and Evelene went to was the first of the two.
Oh, right. Because we put a hole in the Folly and Fair.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're
I mean,
probably.
Technically, it was just Evelene. You didn't do anything, Dyne, but yeah, they don't
I
want us.
moved some tables.
You earned yourselves a lifetime ban.
Not for the hole, but for the tables.
Don't ask about the tables.
Yeah, maybe we should all just go, but just maybe operate as backup in case things go south.
I was gonna say he's
Alright.
expecting at least Rock, right?
Yeah,
But he
so-
probably also knows that Astro is there, or was there. He's probably saw Astro.
I don't remember exactly the conversation we had. I know I told him we'd meet up later to discuss, but I don't remember being clear on like who would be there and who wouldn't. So I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer here. And if he is dialectic and meets Astro and sees the pin, then that tells us quite a lot.
Well, Rock and I will talk with him, and you guys can just hang back, at least initially. Let's go to the bar, get ourselves a table, and we will wait.
Those tables are my livelihood.
All right. Then do you have any other business you want to conclude before you all head to Fiendish?
I think I'm good.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, same.
All right, excellent. As our team heads out from the DBC and heads back into town, you are able to find your way to Fiendish. It is getting later in the day, which is when he told you to meet him. It is not. It is more night club-y, but only as much as this planet gets. It is still not really. It is still just a more rambunctious bar. The Fiendish and Fair was much more of like tavern seating food style, right? Fiendish is a bar. It is just a bar. That is all it is. It serves alcohol and places for you to get into trouble. You go to the front door. There is neon tubing above the front door that says fiendish, but ish is like blinking on and off, so it alternates between saying fiend and fiendish.
Nice.
As you can't tell if that's intentional or not. There is a bouncer at the door, but it is obvious that he is just scanning for people who are like blatantly drunk, like to make sure that, you know, people who aren't obviously rambunctious aren't getting in. So he just like waves you guys in as you like approach the door. As you enter, it is not lively in here. There are a few, you know, trucker crews in town right now, mostly of the smaller variety. So you see some people who are probably also not locals in here as well. Most of them are wearing like jumpsuits that show some sort of allegiance to either a shipping company or maybe whatever smaller, you know, shipping crew they're a part of at various tables. There's like a low ruckus of like people who have had enough drinks to like be loud, but only about their internal conversations, you know? So you hear people chatting about like, oh, you know, how much longer do we have on this haul, or do you think we're gonna stop there, blah blah blah. A lot of like miscellaneous shipping conversation. There are some locals in here too, people who are obviously part of the service industry of the town. It has a vague smell of like almost like gas station vibes, right? It's like a little bit dingy, a little bit gasoline, a little bit oily, but like the lighting's dim,
Did
but
they
not
have
dark.
Did they have roller dogs? You know, the hot dogs and the little rollers.
No, they don't. It is more bar than hot dogs on rollers.
Okay, fair enough.
They have they have the classic bartender station with the shelves behind them and the bar in front of them. There's a couple people working. They don't seem to have a uniform. They just look like people that would be around town, you know, who are just standing behind the bar in whatever, you know, their clothes happen to be. But yeah, there's some empty tables. There's some bar tables over by the bar. There's the bar itself and you know, staff at the tables.
Are there pool tables?
At the bar itself.
Or space pool tables, whatever the equivalent of pool
no,
is
there's
in this
pool
universe.
tables in here. There's absolutely pool tables in here. There's probably one crew who has a few of their members who are playing pool actively, like 2v2 at a table right now.
Is there a jukebox?
There is not a jukebox. What there is one of those like stations that like, obviously it's not like a jukebox, but it's it's like a wall terminal that you can enter playlist requests into. So, right now, it is very ambient, sort of like backgroundy style, like music. Slightly. Well, no, it's slightly more industrial than music.
Okay.
You know, it's not like you wouldn't feel comfortable hearing it at a bar, at a mall, but in a bar, it's like no lyrics, but kind of like heavier sounds. There's some synth in there and stuff like that. It is like background music for a bar. That plays no recognizable lyrics songs.
I think Evelene will go to one of the unoccupied pool tables just to keep herself busy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dyne will follow, and I guess the two of us can play, like in air quotes, pool. Like we're playing, but kind of slow playing and not very good.
Oh yeah,
just
absolutely.
So we can kind of like see. We'll also watch like the bar itself.
That's what
there is There is no impediment to doing this. In fact, next to there are only 2 pool tables in here, so you're just taking the other one. When you get over to the pool table, you know, the triangle, the balls, and the cues are all like set up against the wall behind the table, so you can just like grab what you need and start playing.
Yeah.
Do I see the informant here at all? Valentine?
You look around, just kind of like casting about from person to person. Fawns does not appear to be in here.
All right, well, if it's a seat yourself, I'll head towards a quieter table somewhere.
Yeah, totally. There is a variety of, like, there are some booths, there are some tables, and there is seating at the bar. So I imagine you're going to take a booth over on the side somewhere.
Yeah, in a corner somewhere or something.
Does Astro go with you?
Yep, I'll go with Rock. And we'll sit down, and I'll wave over someone if there's a waiter taking orders.
There are no waiters.
Okay, then I'll tap Rock on the shoulder, and I'll say, I'll get us some drinks, and I'll head over to the bar.
Yeah, I'll nod and just find a table. Yeah.
You walk up to the bar. One of the tenders behind the bar like nods at you and goes, "Hey, good evening. What can I help you with?"
I'll have whatever you have on tap. Two beers.
All right. I mean, right now, we have two on tap. We have a Hefeweizen and a lager. Do you have a preference?
Just lagers, good.
All right, 2 lagers. You want to open a tab or do you want to pay it out?
I'll open a tab.
All right. Can I get your payment info?
I will transfer that over to him.
All right. He'll plug in whatever like UMD or chip or whatever thing you hand him that he can plug into his terminal. Doop doop doop. He pulls up your info. He's like, "All right, Mr. Jamin, I'll get your tab set up."
All right, thank you.
Pours you a couple beers, shoves them across the bar to you.
And I will say, I will take the beers back to our table, hand one to Rock, say, "Well, I guess
Thanks.
We wait now. You don't see him here, do you?"
No, I don't. I don't know exactly when he'll show up, but I shrug. Well, we'll be here.
All right.
All right. As you wait a little while, Dyne and Evelene are able to get, part of the way into a decent match, even though they're slow playing it. It takes a little while. You're kind of at it for like 20 minutes, while you're waiting for any sign here. Astro and Rock, you're able to sit down at the table, Do you guys actually drink your drinks and like hang out, or are you just on edge the whole time?
No,
Astro,
I'm not on edge. I don't think. I'm chilling,
Astro's
hanging out,
down to just chill and have a nice time as we wait.
That me?
What's that?
Oh, you were roboting there pretty hard for a second. I didn't hear anything you just said.
Oh, interesting.
You seem better now.
Sometimes it's just my position of my headset, so I'll try to.
That is a crazy thing you just said.
What, the position of my headset?
To make you sound like that, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's like I don't know if like the Bluetooth connection gets like if I get too I don't know. But anyway, Astro's like Astro is down to just chill and hang out and enjoy a beer with his good buddy Rock as we wait.
Astro forgets we're on the job, gets drunk.
You are able to make some congenial conversation and just hang out, have a drink.
Yeah, Astro, how do you feel about the cruise so far?
The crew is very competent. It's an adjustment for me, I think. It's a lot more responsibility. But I think I think it's coming along. It's just feels a lot different than the early days. I'll say that.
Yeah, I don't think different means worse in this context, but I agree.
Certainly not. It's just an adjustment. I just have to, I have a lot more people looking up to me, and I don't want to let them down.
I know I, for one, feel a lot better that Torsae and Curry aren't there on the ship alone when we're out.
Yeah, that is a relief. I always felt on edge whenever we left to do a mission. It was just the two of them.
Not that we don't trust them, of course, but...
Of course, yeah. It just puts them in a vulnerable position. They're all by themselves on that big ship. But I'm excited to see what we can do as a complete crew. I think it's gonna be it's gonna widen our opportunities, as it were. How do you feel about the crew?
Well, I know some of them from
True, of
my
course.
time at the Uprising, but still getting to know everyone. I don't want to say I'm distrustful or anything like that, but there's a lot of unknowns between all of them still for me. I don't know how a lot of them are going to react under certain pressures. Nebby, for example. When we get into some intense situations, I don't think she's had a lot of training or experience dealing with that. So things like that kind of worry me sometimes. But I know that Torsae will do her best to make sure things are kept there, and I just hope the same is true for the others.
Yeah, I understand. We still need to get a sense of everyone's strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, and what's with that chef guy?
Yeah, he is quite a character.
Dyne's already complained to me about him like 3 times.
He seems to take his job pretty seriously.
Unfortunate bit of context. He is surprisingly good as a chef. He has not made a meal yet that hasn't been great. For your information.
Oh, sure.
He's good at his job, at least.
No, yeah, I'm not questioning that.
But his food is delicious. What I've had so far. And I'll tell you what, I like that janitor too.
Oh
yeah,
no,
he's
Evelene's worst enemy.
from a distance, you hear Evelene scream, "He sucks!"
I have to admit, the ship has never smelled better.
Yes. Yeah, it's amazing what a little bit of cleaning can do.
So much less tuna
It's
scattered
canned
around.
tuna. It doesn't have a smell.
Shouts Evelene randomly during a pool game.
Yeah. No.
As she misses a shot wildly.
100%.
Yeah, we probably just
Evelene
evolve into
can-
small talk after that.
Yeah. You get into small talk, and it is not that much longer before Fonz pushes his way in through the front door. Give me a... You know what? You don't even need a check to see this. This is just obvious. He looks harried. He looks nervous about something. He looks around, spots you, Rock, and he'll just beeline straight for your table.
All right, as he gets here, I'll go, "Hey, you want a drink? You okay?"
No. He looks at Astro, sizing him up. Astro, what are you wearing?
He's just...
What are you wearing, Aster?
Well, he slipped into something a little more comfortable for this. And no, he's just wearing like a kind of normal street clothes. He when Fonz arrives and sits down, he purposely at that point takes out his pen and attaches it to
what if
the
he
breast
doesn't
pocket.
sit down? What if he just comes to the edge of the table and is like looks you over and like looks like he wants to say something but is like getting like a read on you?
Then Astro will just nod at him and still attach his pen to his like breast pocket.
He relaxes a little bit as soon as he sees that. He reaches into his inside his leather jacket, pulls something out from underneath of it, and in between his fingers, he pulls out a pin that has a book on it. We'll flash it to the two of you, and then stuff it back in his leather jacket, and go, "Good, we don't have much time. They've started."
They've started what exactly?
Burning down everything. If you want to find any scrap of evidence, you need to get going now.
Okay. Do you have a lead for us?
Yes. He pulls out from the other side of his inside jacket a little roll of almost what looks to be like a little roll of paper. It doesn't look like it's very large. Like it's you have to, it almost looks like it could be a rolled up cigarette or something like that, right? But when he sets it down in front of you and unrolls it, it's obviously like a little piece of paper. He unrolls it, and it's actually a very, very tiny map. He'll put that down in front of you and go, "Listen, I have some hideouts littered in the jungles nearby, and MantiCorp has found one of them that's of interest to them, and they have deployed, and they're going to burn the place down. Based on what I know about you, this is a place you're going to want to look into."
Absolutely, we will.
The little rolled up piece of paper is literally just like a map of it's not even a map of the town. It's more like there is a penciled in like dot on it that's like the town, and then it shows like the surrounding jungles around it. So it's just like directional, right? It's just directional, like north, south, east, west. And there are marks in the jungle that have little like code names next to it. And one of them just has a series of numbers and letters next to it. And he points to it and he's like, "That's the one. The person you're looking for. I had her set up there while she was here."
Did you get her out of the hideout in the first place, I take it?
It wasn't safe for her to stay there. Once I clocked that she was staying in that rundown hotel, I met up with her, told her that she was going to get found. She was leaving too much of a paper trail. These little hideouts in the woods, they're like crash sites and little like, pop tents and things like that. Unless you're looking for them, you won't find them. Well, MantiCorp found one of them, unfortunately.
How?
I don't know how, but they're good at what they do, I guess.
I just kind of shake my head a little and go, "All right." Is there another agent there watching that place?
No, these are just like properties I keep in mind. I if someone comes into town that needs a place to lie low, I'm like, okay, get out of town, go here. There's bedding, supplies. You can live there for a couple of weeks without, I just go there and restock them, every once in a while if I need to.
All right. Well, it sounds like we need to go there ASAP.
Yeah, like now. Like I saw people leaving from the MantiCorp ship. Yeah.
Okay. I signal Evelene.
I'm going to
and
get Evelene
Dyne.
and Dyne. Yeah.
Okay, then I'd let you do that.
Alright.
As you leave, I'll just say, should we arm up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you should. When I say I saw them leave the MantiCorp ship, I mean I saw military hardware roll out into the jungle.
Okay, understood.
They have a flamer with them. I think they're going to set up a bunch of it ablaze.
Great. More burn.
Let's go then.
All right.
Got it.
Before we leave, Chuck, I'd like to have a roll off to see who won this pool game.
Yeah,
Just
this
straight
is important.
1d20.
Who was
Please go-
winning the pool game?
Yeah. Well, maybe we finished.
Maybe.
Are you open to skill triggers,
Sure,
Jeremy?
I'm fine with that.
If it makes sense.
I mean, stay cool.
Yeah, stay cool.
Okay, just stay cool. Roll off.
Who stayed cooler?
Okay.
Oh.
19.
Oh, wow. You both rolled decent, but Dyne in with a 23, beating out
Ooh,
Eveline's
nice.
19.
I mean, I'm
Very
not gonna
nice.
lie. Between the two of us, Dyne is definitely the cooler of the two pilots. So it makes sense.
Dyne lands a
Um,
trick shot as Rock comes over and he's like, okay, let's go.
Let me
Evelene
also
Carl-
ask.
Evelyn holds her hand up for a second. Like, wait, how did you do that? What the hell? Okay, now we can go.
Is there nothing Dyne can't do?
Yeah, really.
He's like a doctor, a genius, like AI expert. You just discovered like a professional pool player.
Actually, he pulled a pool cue from his lab coat. He brought his
Yeah.
own.
He assembled his pool cue at the table.
He
How
has
did
like
you become
special.
an expert on gamma radiation last night?
He has like special gloves he wears for when he plays billiards. I'll also ask Fons, what kind of military hardware did you see?
I got a
Besides the
good look
flamer.
at we call those diesels, the flamer. I only saw one of those, but they got a diesel out there, and I saw a couple ammos. Some of the heavy machine gun wielders. I'm sure there were some others. But it's dark. They were already moving out into the tree line before I caught sight of them.
These are mechs or just people with big weapons?
No, man, they're mechs.
Okay. As I figured. We will head there on the double.
All right, I wish you luck. I won't be here when you get back.
Probably a good idea. Best of luck to you. Thank you for the information.
If they already found out anything at that camp, I'm burned. So I'm going to be hiding out and then leaving when I get a chance. So take care.
Okay.
All right. He beats it. Like, he immediately, as soon as he's done talking to you, actually leaves out the back entrance of the bar. Like, one of the bartenders just nods to him as he leaves. Like, this is a thing he's known to do, and you just watch him leave through one of the employee exits.
All right. I'll nod to others and say, let's head back to the DBC on the double and get ready. They're already on their way, so we need to leave now.
Yeah, can we radio ahead and be like, we need the lances ready to go?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. As soon as you do that, Sarna, who is now your ship's Mechtech, will just respond. All right. Yeah, I got y'all covered. You're going to be fueled up and ready to go. I'll get the bays ready to open as soon as you arrive.
Excellent.
And true to her word, the second you get there, the bays are open. Your mechs are fueled up. She breaks the fuel lines. You're ready to boot up and boot out.
Damn, good job. I'll say to her.
I'll say to the crew, or to I'll say I'll get on as we start like suiting up and getting ready, I'll go to like one of the intercoms in the hangar and switch it to like all broadcast mode, and I'll say, "This is the captain speaking. We've got a lead that we are going to pursue. This will blow our cover. We will probably engage in direct combat. So we're going to try to recover what evidence we can and then get ready to leave this place pronto. Do whatever preparations you need for what's to come. If you have any questions, reach out to Hadrian. And also, Hadrian, could you come down to the hangar bay?
Yeah, you'll get a chirp back from Hadrian and be like, yes, sir.
And when he arrives, I'll just brief him on everything we know so far and what our mission is, and just ask him if he needs anything or has any questions as we're
No,
out
sir.
on mission.
You guys get out there. I'll get everyone ready to go. We'll make sure we're paid up with the dock station. We'll get everything ready for liftoff. We should be good to jet as soon as you meet back up with the ship. We'll be on standby in case you radio us, in case we have to come pick you up.
All right, good man. Thank you. We'll be deploying now. The ship is
Good luck,
yours.
sir.
You too. And then
The ship just becomes a hive of activity that is functioning on its own. You've gotten these people so that they can do their jobs, and they start doing it.
All righty. And Astro just gets into his into the mise en scène and starts powering up everything.
Yeah, everything's fully functional. The docking clamps have already been removed. The fuel lines have already been cut. You're like just ready to kind of disembark.
Okay. Let me just look at my stat sheet for a second. So I do have an NHP on there. By the way, my new NHP, I'm just going to say, is Kubrick V2. So similar to my last Kubrick.
Does
All right.
Kubrick know it's the second version of Kubrick?
I was going to ask, yeah.
No, absolutely not.
So we shouldn't tell him this then.
Why did you name me V2, father?
Don't worry about it.
These are twice as good as a regular Kubrick.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there was a real Kubrick.
Yeah, exactly. That was the V1. The human, Stanley Kubrick, he was V1, you're V2.
All right, so how do you all approach this? You have been told that some military hardware rolled out from MantiCorp into the jungles, approaching one of these hideaway campsites in the jungle. You know that they're going to go there, probably investigate, and probably burn anything they find. What is the kind of approach that the party wants to take here?
Well, we need to get there quickly since they already had a head start. Yeah. I don't know if like we have luxury to sneak up on them and stealth them or whatever, but we could, when we get there, we could try to take them by surprise, maybe, depending on the situation.
Stealth isn't exactly my forte.
I think we focus on speed.
Yeah,
which is also not your forte.
Which is also not my forte.
Let me put it this way. There's multiple ways you could do this, and I can see adjudicating it in many, many different ways. For example, some of you are way faster than others. Some of you want to get there before others get there? Some of you are stealthier than others. Do you want to take the time to ensure all of you can sneak up? You know what I mean? Like, are you just going to get in range as a team and open fire as a group as soon as you can get all 4 of you in position at once? Like, there are multiple ways to approach this, and I want to see what most interests you.
I can provide support for Dyne just by using, like, I can use my grapple hook on him to help boost him forward if speed is a concern.
Which is not quiet.
I know, that is a trade-off, and it won't be quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, how about let's maybe Rock, how fast are you? I keep thinking of you as a Tweety bird, but you're not anymore. But
but I'm still very fast.
Yeah.
I'm not Tweety bird fast, but I'm still very fast.
And I'm pretty fast too.
I think everyone is reasonably fast, but me.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Why don't at least we have Rock head out and kind of take like sniper position, and scout out what is ahead. Good. And then and I think I'll join you. And then Chimera and Orion, you stay back a little bit. And if we need you to come join us quickly, Chimera, you use your grappling hook to take Prometheus along for a ride.
Works for me.
Okay.
If you plan on setting yourself up this way, that means the first round of combat will only include Rock and Comet.
Would the first round of combat, will we be detected, or
hard to say?
Okay.
You don't have intel on the enemy. You don't know what their range of detection is. You don't know if you're going to succeed on hiding as you approach. There are unknowns. If you want to just get there as fast as possible, you and Rock can definitely get there faster than Chimera and Orion can. So if you want to get them as soon as possible before they start getting into things, this is on the table. It just means that Chimera and Orion won't be there at the beginning of the combat.
That sounds
also
good.
This is not necessarily the stealthiest way to approach. Like you two are fairly stealthy, but you will still have to make sure you're not detected if that is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Does that sound good to you, Rock?
Yeah, I think that's all right. I think we'll be able to work with it.
We'll get there sooner. Okay, let's do it.
All right, as the lot of you head out into the jungle, I am going to set up the combat. Comet and Rock, what is your sensor distance?
Oh boy, do I have a sensor distance. 20.
Excellent. So that means you should be able to detect them on the very edge of the map. Let me just pull everyone over to our combat map here. As you approach the jungles, you come up on a split river that is going through the various brush and foliage in the forest. Comet and Rock, you make it here first, and in the distance, you can see a squad of MantiCorp mechs who have come upon what appears to be a crash site hidden in the jungle that has been converted into a little makeshift camp. You see like a little generator, some like lean-to like corrugated steel with a bunch of like boxed provisions, and what appears to be the remnants of a old crash site. This is not like this is not like Melissa crashed here or something, right? This is like someone just built a camp around an old crash site. But you can tell that they are moving in by the time you get to the edge of the combat zone. There are a variety of mechs deployed in the area. From first glance, it appears to be there are 2 mechs that show up on detection called ammo. There is a mech that shows up designated cells. There are 2 mechs designated plates and 1 mech designated diesel. So there are a total of 6 enemy Op 4 on the other side of this little split river in the jungle. You are in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. I have drawn a box for pilot start. You may start anywhere within that box for your first round, assuming that's where you got to as you prepare to go into what you're doing next.
Okay.
Like I said, Orion and Chimera are not here yet, so anything you guys do this round will not include them. And the enemy Op 4 will get their entire round worth of whatever they plan on doing.
That's scary. But us getting here first means they haven't started messing with the structures or anything, right?
Nothing appears to be on fire. It doesn't look like they've moved into the camp yet. It kind of looks like you caught them as they were entering the camp. So your speed has caught you up to them before they've been able to do anything.
I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't lend itself to the map, but my tactic here would be very, shoot and then run and try to drag them away, but I don't think that's really an option here. Wait, when Chimera and is it Orion? I think?
Yep.
When they get onto the map, will they be at the same box start, or are they coming from a different angle? They will be in this
box. No, when Orion and Chimera appear on the map, they will also start within this box.
Now, now that we got here, is there any measures we can take to make sure we are undetected?
You can do that on your turn.
Is it fair to say that until it's my turn, my integrated cloak is on?
How does your integrated cloak work?
At the end of its turn, the swallowtail becomes invisible if it hasn't moved that.
You've moved.
I don't think so, because I've moved into the map.
The idea is you got to the pilot start zone, and now the battle is starting.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I didn't bring.
Since your approach was speed, you got here before any development happened on the map, but it does mean you had to basically sprint to get to the position you're currently in.
Okay.
And don't forget, you can still choose where you want to start, right?
Yes. Yeah, in the box, yes.
In the box, correct.
Yeah, so.
Orion and Chimera, can you guys see the map?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I have your tokens invisible right now. I wanted to make sure you were still able to see the map.
Okay,
Visible,
it's a bit of a gamble, but I don't think they are immediately going to just light everything on fire without investigating first and trying to apprehend her, right? She has something they want, I think. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I think that in character.
I think they also have to prove that she's there, because otherwise it's wasted effort.
Well, I don't know if they know if she's there or not yet, right? So I don't think that one round is going to make a big difference. We might just get their attention and hide until the others show up. Because I don't like the idea of there being 6 enemies acting on the 2 of us. I am not tanky. So they hit stuff. I'm going down.
Look, I'm part of Team Chew-Toy, okay?
But that's my plan. Comment.
Okay. Well, we can assume that combat has started. I'm going to give you guys this straight. Torsae has logged in. She's monitoring you guys on the mission. She's the one who sent the info to both of you to be like, oh, there's 2 ammos, there's 2 plates, a diesel, and a cells. We could try to dig up more info on them, but I got them targeted. She feeds you the info that currently neither of you are detected. So Torsae is confirmed for you. As of your first turn, you're not detected yet. What you do on this first turn will determine whether it stays that way.
Got it.
Okay.
But yeah, let's go ahead and start combat. The combat tracker is up. You may activate in the order you see fit.
All right.
What do you think in Comet? What's your plan?
I'm thinking maybe if we can remain undetected and just observe, and see what they're up to. And if you have anything you can prepare in the meantime, let's try to remain hidden, at least for a beat, for a round. Can I do I know if lock on is something that would alert?
If you've been locked on. It is
Okay,
it is like that tone you would get in a fighter jet where it's like,
Yeah,
beep, oh, someone's locked on to me. Yes.
Okay.
It is a known status.
I
You
figured.
have lock on.
I
Yeah.
figured as such. Okay. What I will do, well, I don't know. Would you like to start, or do you want me to?
It doesn't really matter if I go first. You go ahead.
Okay, I'll start. I think what I will do is activate. Yeah, why not? I'll activate my prophetic interjection core power protocol. That's the thing that lets me react to anyone taking damage and saying, actually, you were over here the whole time.
Don't forget to activate yourself on the tracker.
Oh, that's I thought it would do that for me, but right. No, I know what you mean. Okay, activate Comet, and let me do protocol. Okay. Cool. And then the other thing I'm gonna do is just let me look at my skills. I will issue a leadership dice to Rock, and I'll say, just stay out of sight for now.
Okay.
Remember, you can also use a leadership die to can't you use it to reduce damage or something? I'm trying to. Yeah, allies that have your leadership die can expend them to reduce damage by 1d6 when taking damage, or deal a bonus 1d6 damage. So you can also use it for that, as in addition to using it on an action that follows from my order to keep hidden. All right, and
So you can always use it to add damage or reduce damage, or for the orders. What you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, that's the tier 3 bonus to the leader skill or talent, which is really nice. All right.
Also, it will be. I'm bonded to you.
Yes, that gives us. I'm also bonded to you.
Okay.
That gives us +2 accuracy, right? If
we are
here, it is
adjacent. Yes, I think.
If we are adjacent, okay. I'm going to stay where I am. I don't think I'm going to do anything else right now. Anything else I would do would probably alert someone. So yeah, I'll just stay where I am, and since I haven't moved, then my integrated cloak will take effect, and I'll become invisible. And let me end my turn.
Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, yeah, I gave you the invisible
Nice.
thing. So you should have that little box in the upper left-hand corner of your
Yep.
mech. All right, you get to see what they start to do. I'm going to activate cells here. It is a quadrupedal mech that seems to be taking the lead. It starts moving into the camp. Speed, yep. And then as it gets to the center of camp, you watch first a little, almost like a little drone. It's like a little like a little thing that has like little jets on the side of it, pops up from the center of its back, and you see a little blue like scanner come out of the top of it that rotates around in a circle. It appears that it is scanning the campsite. So it does that as its first quick action. Oh no, it can't do that as its quick action. It sets up to do that. Right, because it's going to use its full action this turn. It plants itself in the center of the camp, and as you watch, it digs its feet into the ground at the center of the camp as another thing pops out the back of its back, like a little antenna that shoots a little beam up into the air. That almost like a fountain cascades back down around it in a circle as it sets up a defense net around the camp. So in a burst 3 area around cells, they are now under like a little shielded umbrella that has encompassed the camp.
Okay.
That is its turn.
Okay. I think I have to activate, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay, question for you. My core ability, Mark for Death, it isn't an actual like lock on mark. Would they know, or is it only am I just focusing on them?
I will absolutely take a look and we'll adjudicate this right now. For the rest of the scene, you gain Mark of Death. Choose a character to focus on. While focusing, you become immobilized and cannot you deal. This is a you thing. This is a you focus thing. I think they don't know they've been marked for death. You go into like mark for death mode is how I'm reading this.
Okay. And then I've seen barriers like Cell has done before, right?
Yes, you have seen defensive mechs set up barriers before.
Is it going to be something similar as a like 50% chance to get through kind of thing?
No, I've actually thrown it in the chat. So if you scroll up slightly, you should be able to read how it works there.
Okay,
it is a burst through area. While it's active, it can't move. But all ranged melee and tech attacks from outside going in, like if you're aiming into it, get +2 difficulty and cannot result in crits. Characters within the area can shoot out normally. So it is a one-way shield for people inside, but it immobilizes the shield projector. Also, while someone's inside of it, they cannot be impaired or slowed.
Okay.
And then there are a few caveats for how you can make it end. If the mech becomes stunned, jammed, or destroyed, the shield goes down.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to activate Mark for Death, which is a full action.
Okay.
And I will do it on... range 30. I should move first. If I move to here... What is that? Yeah, okay, I'm going to move to here, and then I'm within 20 then for sensors in range for my gun. But still, like, hidden in trees, hopefully.
You would have to hide if you wanted to remain hidden at this point.
Well, I can't do Mark for Death then, because that's a full action.
Yeah, if you want to move to this location and want to not be seen, you will have to make effort to not be seen, because you are like a tank-sized object moving through a jungle.
Yeah. All right.
Well, you could always overcharge.
You're a very smart person. Has anyone ever told you that? I will do that. I will Mark for Death and then overcharge to hide.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Which will give me 1 heat. First overcharge. There we go. And then I don't even think you make a roll. You just hide, I think, right?
I don't remember how it works.
The way
I have some extra stuff with Infiltrator. Like I can hide in plain sight on my turn and some other bullshit, but...
Yeah, I was going to say,
attack.
the thing that is difficult is you have add-ons that change how hide works. But when you hide, normally is you obscure your position. To hide, you must not be engaged, and you must be outside an enemy's line of sight or obscured. But you have a thing that means you can do that whenever. So even if you weren't fully obscured, you would still be able to hide.
Until my turn end, in which case, at the end of my turn, if I'm not obscured, I'm visible.
Yeah, so you were able to basically run from where you started to behind some trees, and then you hide there. So that's perfect. So you hide while meeting the criteria. You just gain the hidden status. So I'm just gonna. I accidentally moved the camera and not the combat map. Let me fix this. That will be jarring in the editing room. All right. All right, so yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you the hidden status. Boop.
Do you think I should mark diesel or cells? Comment.
What does your mark do again?
Yeah, it's a bunch of extra damage. I think if I crit, but I can't crit if they're in the barrier. Diesel might not be in the barrier, or if the barrier goes down.
I think you should mark diesel.
Okay. I'll do that.
I have a plan for cells, perhaps.
Okay.
I'm going to try to jam him.
Okay.
Should bring down his shield.
Then I'll mark diesel, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Yep. And just to wrap around on what hidden grants you is basically until you give your position away by something, people don't know where you are. And while hidden, even if they know where you are, while hidden, they cannot target you directly, but they can still target your location with area effects.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Boop. Then now I'm going to go ahead and activate. So you guys are out of turns. So I'm just going to go ahead and quick fire this. I'm going to activate the 2 ammos. They both move their speed, or approximately their speed, to get into the edges of the barrier. They stop, turn out, and appear to go into guard mode at the edges of the barrier. That appears to be their role. Diesel, on the other hand, will move into the center of the camp by cells. It will actually boost. So it's actually going to move further into the camp with one of its actions. Does it have another thing that it wants to do? Yeah, it's going to scan. It's going to use a half action to start scanning the camp. So you watch Diesel start to scan the camp. If I did not make it apparent enough, both ammos have ready to reaction in case it's unclear.
Okay.
That is what they spent their turn doing. Is they literally turned out, facing out of the shield, and appear to be on Overwatch. And then the 2 plates, boop, boop, begin to start patrolling the jungle. So the northern plate is going to use its speed to move up to the water's edge. And it is going to...
Can you paint me a quick word picture on what these plates look like or have on them? Are they like buzzsaws or something?
Yeah, they have a chain axe attached to one arm. Like, you imagine it could probably fell some trees or mechs. And it appears to be agile. It literally has a roll cage around its center torso. It is similar to speedier close combat mechs you've seen in the past. It appears to have a clawed arm and a chain axe arm, and is obviously lithe and articulated for quick movement. It is going to... Where is... System reference. There we go. There's a new CompCon, and some of the things have moved around from where I'm used to looking for them. So I have to get used to where the new things are in here.
I had to look for it too.
Where's action economy?
That's what I was looking for too. Yeah. I was looking for my.
It's under quick reference. Yeah.
So not in the compendium.
So if at the top, the system reference is a different tab, and there's quick reference, which has all of
quick
the
reference.
actions.
I looked right past quick reference. Okay, that's why. Okay, cool. And then. They appear to be looking around. You are close enough, Rock, that you can tell that they are looking into the jungle, trying to they're scouting is what they're doing. But it does not seem to, whatever it is doing, it does not seem to pick you up, Rock. The southern plates is going to do the same thing, and it's going to go to the edge of the water to the south and look around in the jungle. Beginning of round 2. God damn it. When I uninvisibled you guys, you dragged the camera map over to you. Let me...
You jerks.
Come on, camera. The camera that I used to record the combat on is giving me trouble today. Also, I don't want it to have anyone selected. There we go. All right. Cool. So, Chimera and Orion, you are now part of the combat tracker. You may, before the round even begins, the two of you can choose somewhere within the starting region to begin. Keep in mind, neither of you are invisible. If an enemy starts their turn and you are visible, you don't have the benefit Rock and Comet do of, not being easily apparent in an open field.
I'm going to be real. They probably heard me coming.
It is very possible.
I don't think there's any way to avoid it. They're going to see us this round.
But we get the first turn.
This is true.
That is correct. That is still true. So, wrapping around to round 2, any of you may activate first.
Well, it's not myself or the mise en scène, I'll say that.
Well, I mean, no time like the present to reveal ourselves, I guess.
Grand entrance.
The thing that's kind of annoying for me, and I've been trying to mull over this while everyone else was doing their turns, was like, I can do something to break up that group in the shield, but it requires getting up to that point as a challenge because I have to be within 5 spaces. So it's like, I almost got to be in their face to make it happen.
Yeah, you're too far away for that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it makes more sense to just pick off the,
Well, do you want me to go to get their attention?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind.
I mean, that's kind of my job, I guess.
Team Chew Toy?
So, yep, pretty much. I'll activate.
All right, Orion.
Cool. I'm gonna get their attention. They're scanning.
Listen,
They're
the
about
next
to...
time I make a mech, it'll be a big tanky boy, alright?
I think we have too many tanks. I think you're good.
All right, let's see here. Oh wait, hold on. Before I even move, I wanna think about this. Okay, we're going to start off to get their full attention. I'm going to use a protocol. I wanted to do that before I even consider moving. We are going to use my Asura class NHP. I take 3 heat. That gives me 2 additional quick actions or 1 full action, depending on what I want to do.
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to move and boost. It's part of the reason I wanted to do it.
Warning. If you wade across the deepest part of this water, it will cost you 2 movement to move through it.
Okay.
So anywhere that is like the deepest blue is deep enough that it will impede your mech to move through it.
So essentially, it would be moving 4.
Yeah, it would cost you 1 extra hex to move across it because most of these areas are the deep part is 1 hex across where you are now.
So this would be considered like this spot right here.
Yeah,
that be like
that's the marshy edge of it. This is like jungle, swampy kind of area.
Okay.
It is only at the very center of the water that it's deep enough to impede you, but you are still in like sticky mud.
All right, then I need to reevaluate here. Because my ranges are a bit wonky depending on what weapon I go with.
Makes sense.
And then what is... It's been a bit, so let's see here. All right, we're just going to run up and try and get some attention. So we are going to move here, just dash forward to the edge of the river, and we're going to pick a fight with plates up here.
Absolutely. So the one that's come to the edge of the river looking for stuff, you immediately dash up onto the other bank and I guess light them up.
Pretty much, and we're going to... let's see. Okay, I'm going to use... So I've used 1 quick... I technically have either 2 full actions or 4, however I want to just divvy it up. It doesn't specifically say. So I've used 1 quick action. I'm going to use a full action for a barrage, and that will leave me with a quick action. Does that make sense with my protocol?
Because you have 2 full actions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we are going to light him up. Let's see. This weapon does not have accuracy, so...
Oh, real quick. Before
Yes.
you roll, yes, I can do this. I always forget one of the core bonuses I took called Lesson of the Held Image. Once per round is a reaction to a start of any allied character's turn. You may make a lock-on tech action. The only problem is that you kind of already started. You moved and everything. So instead, I'll use my reaction to give you an order. I will say issue command. That's also at the start of their turn. I think technically, if I'm following this correctly, I should have done it already. So
Yeah,
carry
it's
on.
kind of like you
Yeah.
should be using these when they're using their protocols.
Yeah. That's my fault. Carry on.
Okay. Then I will fire at plates, and we're going to see where this goes. First weapon. Wow, I rolled a 7.
Oof.
A
Okay,
The bad
well,
one's
that
out
missed.
early.
Yeah, a 7 will not hit plates as your heavy pattern laser rifle fires wide and starts to burn and steam in the mud of the surrounding boggy jungle water. As plates turns to you and sees you across the river, you will take 3 heat for that. Also, you would have taken heat from your earlier thing. Remember to
Yep.
update the combat log.
I'll do that once I finish my turn, and I'll backtrack.
It
So
helps
I'm
me in
taking-
the
I-
editing if you do it when it happens, so I can update it
gotcha.
as we go.
Then I will do that now. Plus 3 heat. 3 out of 10. Protocol. Plus 3 heat. 6 out of 10. Okay. All right. Well, I'm in the danger zone, and I'm gonna fire my laser rifle at him. So here we go. Wow, I hit with a 9.
Okay, on a 9, you hit. Importantly, as you hit, you see this thing has an ability called Stampede Defense. It has resistance to all damage unless it is impaired, stunned, immobilized, shredded, slowed, or exposed. So it'll have resistance to whatever this is.
Well, I mean, it's not any of those, but it's on fire.
Well, luckily,
Good.
fire. Yeah, if it's only doing 1 fire, that gets through regardless. But it'll gain resistance to that bit here. If I click this, does it work? It does. No, wait. Yeah, okay. It took 3. It took 3 energy. Cool. It shows you on the thing
And 1
what
fire.
happened to it.
So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
it
on
shows.
fire technically.
It shows on the thing that it took 3 energy and one flame, and it does automatically update its burn, which is awesome.
Nice. I forgot to do this at the start of the mission, but for my prototype weapon, I get to roll to determine its limited uses.
Uh-huh.
It has a base number. So wow. Okay.
Max
so I
roll.
guess I get 8 additional charges to that. So
D6 plus 2.
Yep. I will figure out how to do that after, but I'm going to follow up with a skirmish and fire at him with my prototype weapon. We're going to see 16.
All right, a 16 definitely hits.
For 6.
All right, that'll
Plus-
get resisted down to 3.
Since I'm in the danger zone, is it a 1d6? It takes an additional 1d6 energy damage. I didn't see where to add that to the weapon damage. You just made to roll the 1d6 or
Yeah.
3. So that's. Does Lancer round up or round down? I keep on forgetting. I think it's round.
It is round up.
Okay.
Because that is why when you do
Right, the burn.
0.5 damage, you do 1 damage and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, he'll take another 2 from that.
And he takes 2 heat as part of that. Danger zone is 1d6 and additional energy damage and 2 heat.
Okay, he takes 2 heat.
And I think that's it. So I went from 0 heat to 7 out of 10 heat. I'm now in the danger zone. Everyone knows I'm here. All right, guys, let's go.
All right, back to the opposing team. I think I'm going to activate the plates you just attacked here.
Okay.
They're going to immediately respond to what you did there. Let's see. I'm going to have him, as a quick action, use Avalanche Charge. It moves spaces equal to its speed in a straight line, ignoring reactions and engagement, and then attacks a random adjacent character. But it will end such
in
that
the water?
there is only one person that it could possibly be. So it charges right across the water towards you, Orion. As you see it splash through the water, it is an agile mech. And it makes when it makes attacks a random adjacent character. Okay, well, you're going to get a chain axe as part of this attack. So it's going to chop at you with its chain axe arm.
Neat.
For an 11 versus your evasion, which I believe hits.
Yep.
That'll do 7 kinetic damage.
So 6 with armor.
Nice. Now, with its quick action, it will attack you with its chain axe again. Uh, 12 will hit.
Okay, you
for
know what?
Another 7 kinetic.
I'll use the tactical simulation reaction for the second one. So roll a d6. I guess I rolled that one d6. Okay. On a 3 or less, there's a glitch. Your ally doesn't gain resistance, but can teleport up to 6 spaces.
That's like my entire movement with
So
boost.
where do you want to be, Orion?
Yeah.
I'm going to be across the river.
It's great to use on Orion. Give you a little more mobility.
We're all here helping Orion move now.
He came over here to charge me, and he's just like, wait a second, why is he where I was standing before?
Wait, what? He doesn't remember he actually attacked you before he crossed the river. It messed up his like sequence of events, his perception of time and causality.
So Orion, I'm gonna just go ahead and use the clicky buttons to apply the damage to you.
Okay.
It seems to work properly, so I have applied those to your sheet. So just in the future, I will just like confirm for me if you have like resistance or something like that should be editing it. But in the printout on the chat to the side, you'll see how much damage you took from a thing. So just make sure that looks right when it prints out.
It looks right. My HP matches what I have in the tracker.
Yep. Perfect.
I just wasn't sure if I was supposed to hit roll damage. It seemed more like of a you thing since it's
Yeah.
not my character.
Yeah, I will take care of that part for it. Since it seems to track it for me, it's not a big lift. But
Yeah.
that is plates. It is ending turn with burn, so it's going to roll burn. I can't.
It rolled a
it
6, so it failed.
Okay, so it's going to go ahead and take 1 burn damage as it continues to burn. Back to your team.
May I go next, please?
Sure.
But I want to take the next 3 turns.
Okay, Chimera activates. Who do we hate more, plates on the right or plates on the left? I guess take out one at a time, maybe.
I mean, plates down there hasn't exactly. He seems to be melee, so.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to focus on the left because if what I have in mind works, it'll occupy him for a bit. So, Chimera's going to activate and then run and boost to make sure I get this right. Here now, I know. I'm guessing the greenery is difficult terrain.
So the deepest part of the water will take you an additional hex. Moving through the greenery will not cost you additional movement.
If I use my jump jet boost, can I ignore the water?
If you jump over the water, you can ignore the additional movement from the water.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I keep forgetting where the 10 is. Right there. Okay. So Chimera is going to move and boost toward the plates.
These trees are not thick enough to impede you. They're the kind you can run through. And you're just knocking trees over as you're doing it.
Okay. I measured this so this could work, and I'm trying to remember where I was. So basically, I'm gonna shoot something 5 spaces away of size 2. I thought I measured this so that it would hit plates.
You're 7 away from where you are.
Did I screw up the
I mean, from where you are, you moved 10.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you might have just measured how far it would have been away from there.
So I'm trying to do my command plate bit. Since it's a size 2 space, 5 feet away, I just have to hit one of the hexes on that 5 spaces away. If I understand that correctly. Because it's hard to measure the center of a. It's hard to measure the center of a 3 hex space.
All right.
Posted in the chat.
Metal perimeter command plate can be flash printed and deployed in a 2x2 space within range 5. So yeah, I mean you can get it on the edge.
I found the spot I was measuring before, so this should be 5 right here.
Okay.
So I think that'll hit him.
It is a 2x2 space.
It's size 2 is description.
Okay, size 2, that makes more sense. So size 2 is like a 3. Size 2 is 3 adjacent spaces. So nope, that's a size 3. So unfortunately, without making a mech or a thing to put on the map, it's hard to make something that's size 2 because size 2 things are mostly mechs. Chimera, don't you have one of these? Yeah, you do. We just placed this.
Yeah, I was trying to do it myself. I don't have the permissions to do so.
Okay, so where do you want it?
I was going to drop it on top of him.
The closest you could place it is here.
Shit. Okay.
Which would mean that its corner would be there. It would be adjacent to him.
I really want to pull this off, so I'm going to overcharge to get that extra space. I know it's silly, but I mean, if this works, this is actually going to be pretty good.
So it only works if they enter its space or if they end their turn on the space.
Oh, it only activate on their round. I see.
So when they start their turn, they could move out of it.
Yeah, like they either have to enter it or end their turn in the space.
Yeah, let me post the description just because I think that'd be beneficial for everyone.
Yeah. The plate activates the first time it enters its space during a round, or if they end their turn there. If you drop it on top of them, they're not entering it. You're just making it there. So it's good for putting in front of someone, so it's hard for them to move into it, or putting on someone who wants to stay still because they're like, oh, I would rather end my turn here, but I can't because it'll activate if I end my turn on it.
That's annoying. There's no way to really force someone onto a space unless they're willing.
Oh, you have push and pull.
Yeah.
That's the thing you have. You can force someone onto it. Like, you could throw someone onto it. You could use your grappling hook to move someone onto it. Like, force movement would work with this.
But I can't just put the plate on them.
Putting the plate on them is not the same as entering it.
That is annoying. Okay. I misunderstood this then. I thought I could just drop it on someone and call it a day.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the.
And it has to be a free space within range. It is not free if there's an enemy on it. You can't even put it on top of them. Can be flash printed and deployed to a free space within range.
I can read. I swear I can read. Shit. Give me a sec.
It is a defensive fortification. Mm-hmm. That is ultimately what it is. It is a perimeter command plate.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, new plan. I'm going to just put it closer to... since I can't use it by itself, I have to basically set someone else to go up on that. I might as well put it in a central area so I don't have to keep on moving it. So, I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm not going to overcharge, and I'm just going to move it to... Oh, good, I can actually move it. That's good.
Yeah, it should be under your control.
Stranger things have happened. Okay, yeah, I think where I placed it is good. And then I'm going to leave it at that, I think.
Okay, so your plan is to get it there and hopefully move people onto it to do things.
Yeah, I was hoping to mobilize someone on the same turn, but I can't do that without... well, I guess I could overcharge grapple hook them onto the space, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah, let me do that then. Okay.
How far away can you put that thing again?
5 spaces.
Okay.
Yeah, I might as well. Okay, so I'm going to spend the heat to overcharge, and I just realized I've not been pressing the I just realized I don't have the UI up for this, so oh well. Just gonna overcharge, get 1 heat.
Yeah, you have to have your token selected so that you can see the thing.
I do. Oh, there it is. Okay.
When you do your when you clicked your perimeter command plate, that should have activated like a quick action or full action on your bar.
It did not.
Okay.
I don't think it does. Remember, we did the test for this. We just have to use it to track.
Yep.
I thought we did.
It's just a tracker.
I'm misremembering. Okay.
Okay. Well, I just clicked the buttons in the UI, so it's fine. And then and then I'm just going to... I overcharged, and I'm going to use the Bear Slash.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to try to move plates on top of the plate.
All right. So is that within 5 of him? I assume it is. Since you're
should.
trying to do this, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll have to choose which part you're moving him onto, but...
do the top right space.
If they are hostile, they must succeed on an agility save or be pulled 5 spaces.
Yep.
What is your save target?
15.
Let's roll him an agility.
Looks like you can only reach 2 of the 3 spaces.
Oh, okay. Well, then do on the bottom one then.
He fails.
Hooray. So he lands on the space.
He rolled a nat 1.
Good. I'm fine with this. And then he has to do a hull save because he's on the space now. Same save.
Right. Hull save.
8.
And is this repulse or attract?
I am doing attract.
Attract. Okay, so he has moved on to it and failed the hull save, becoming immobilized. So he
But
is.
wait, there's more.
Yeah.
As a function of my mech, anything that I immobilize also gets shredded. It's a
Cool,
Vlad.
post it.
It's a Vlad trait. I'm
Yeah,
not
what
sure
does the thing say? I'm interested. While I find this,
Yeah, I'm
you
trying
need to
find
know
it.
where your things are.
I don't know where it is in the tabletop thing. Like
Is
I
it
know
a
where
core bonus?
it's a core bonus.
Then go to your not your mech sheet, but your character sheet, and go to I think it's
There it is.
pilot tactical, and scroll all the way down for your core bonuses.
Yeah, your core bonuses are probably on your pilot, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Maybe it's not listed there.
Pilot tactical.
You have two. You have Genji's frame and auto stabilizing hardpoint.
That's not it then. It's part of the Vlad.
Okay, so it should be on your Vlad sheet then.
Yeah, I'm checking that now. Stats, loadout.
It's in the very, very top of your sheet. It's called Dismemberment. When the
Yeah,
Vlad
it's-
inflict immobilize on another character, the target also becomes shredded for the same duration.
Yep.
So while it is immobilized, it is also shredded. That is where you look for that.
And that means the plate has that resistance, but that is
Ignores his stampede bonus that he gets.
yeah, stampede defense. Yeah, has resistance unless they're impaired, stunned, immobilized, shredded, slowed, or exposed.
Technically,
Also because he's immobilized.
and
Both
shredded,
would do
he
it.
doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if he has armor, this is also fucking with the armor at the same time.
Sure
which
is.
is nice. Yeah.
I'm ending my turn.
All right. Good turn.
So assuming he doesn't bust out on his next turn, I mean, we got a shredded guy right there. Just right there.
Chimera just put plates on a plate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somehow that gave him less armor.
I am going to activate the southern ammo that is within the defensive shield. Standing on the very edge of the defense shielding, it hefts it's this giant machine gun that is holding this light machine gun for a mech, that is. And it is going to target Chimera.
Fair.
And it is going to activate Suppress. Choose a target within sight and range 10. They become impaired. And then it gains the moving target reaction. This lasts until the archer uses that reaction. The target damages the archer or leaves the archer's line of sight. The archer is stunned, all the other things that would fuck up its held reaction. The archer then chooses a new target for the action or ends it as a free action. So like if you move out, it can choose a new target. But right now, it is basically just firing loads of bullets in your general direction in the forest to try and suppress your movement. If you start to move, it will get a reaction on you and you are impaired.
I would argue that plates is in the way of me being hit. I know it doesn't work like that.
That is not how that works.
I know
yes.
it's not, but
You can
visually,
argue that all you want.
it's visually kind of funny though if you think about it.
Also you've also like trapped plates with like a magnetism trap or something. There's plenty of room. Like he can fire from the corner of its hex and definitely hit you. So not an issue. So it is activated Suppress on you, and then as its other quick action. It is also going to fire some more accurate shots as well. So now it's also going to just fire its light machine gun at you.
All right, let's make this happen.
That is a miss, but it is reliable 4.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean,
You have 2 armor.
2 armor, yeah, so it's just 2 damage.
It's sad. That would actually miss me.
Oh, you have to do it.
There we go.
Oh, cool. It actually did it for me. That's good.
Yep. So
no.
as it fires just a load of bullets in your direction, 2 of the 4 damage gets through.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I haven't used these guys yet. Want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. That's a reaction. That's a reaction. That is the ammo's turn. Back to Rock or Comet.
Okay. I'll
Go
go.
for it.
Real quick. What's a basic question? What's a skill check? Is a skirmish a skill check?
Oh
No.
man.
A skirmish is firing your weapon. That's not a skill check. That's an attack.
Okay.
roll.
Okay.
I
skill
don't know.
check would be
I don't
like-
know if that's true, because a pilot check is usually what, like, where does it say skill check? Because that seems
So,
like
I'm
inconsistent
looking at-
verbiage.
Yeah, I'm looking at the I'm your Hucklebee talent, and I just realized it says any mech skill checks and saves either character makes while adjacent gain +1 accuracy. So I'm just trying to figure out what that actually applies to. Like,
So a
does that
skill
give-
check in that case would be hull, agility, system, or engineering.
That's correct.
okay,
If you're forced to make those
skills
rolls.
of a mech.
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. And same with saves. Okay.
Skirmish is just you fire one of your
Right.
what is it?
Yeah, the weapons are not
Mount.
a skill check.
Thank you. Weapon
Yeah.
mount.
Okay, makes sense. So Comet is first of all, he's gonna lose his invisibility. I can take it off. And he's visible again, and he's going to move here. He's going to move up out of the starting space. He's getting closer to rock and plates.
Mhm.
And it should also put him within sensor range of cells. It does, 19 spaces away. And he's going to first target cells. Now, cells is in this shield.
Yep.
I forget everything about it. Can I
+2
lock
difficulty.
on? Okay, he still can have lock on him.
Yep.
Though, right. Okay, so I will put lock on him. He's also shredded now because of my prophetic scanners. And I am going to attempt to invade him using eject power cores. So this should jam him if successful. So I will consume that lock on and I'll roll. Hey, that's a hit. 14.
Did you give yourself? You did not. You're going to have to re-roll this. Let me give him his stuff back. He should have +2 difficulty. When you're setting up your roll, you have to give +2 difficulty because Defense Net is not automated.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I'm going to give him lock on.
So I didn't
he has
start my
lock on
turn.
again. So yeah, when you target him, when you're setting up the attack, if there is any difficulty or anything like that, you have to set that up on that before you hit the roll button.
Okay, copy that. So he has okay.
He has +2 difficulty, and then if you're consuming lock on, it should take one of those 2 difficulty away.
Okay,
so it should
and
give
now-
you a total of 1
Now it
difficulty
gives
remaining.
me a total of 1. Yeah, I see that. Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Roll. And that's a miss, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate. Yeah, you would have gotten a 7 + 5, but then you lost 4 because of the difficulty.
Yeah. Okay. Shoot. Well, that's okay. So I did the lock on. That's a quick action. I did the invade. Trying to think. When you overcharge, you can take the same action again.
That is
That's
correct.
only-
Overcharge allows you to repeat an action.
I think I'm just gonna give it another go. So I'm gonna overcharge. That will give me +1 heat.
This can only be used once per scene on a character. So you'll have
Correct.
to choose a different target if you do it again.
Only I thought only if it affects.
No,
their
it says in text, this can only be used once per scene on a character. Like as an independent sentence at the end.
Huh.
It does not seem
Okay,
to be. It does not seem to be part of the success.
I guess I always interpreted that it being used on a character implies a successful use.
If that's how it's supposed to work, it is not written that way. I could totally see it being the way you're saying it is, but that's not how it reads.
Yeah.
We can look at how it's written in the book rather than on the app.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any difference.
Let's pull up the Lancer book here.
Take a look.
Because maybe the verbiage is slightly different, or how it's formatted might be different even. So eject power. Eject power cores. Your target becomes jammed until the end. Oh, okay, yeah. Your target becomes jammed until the end of their next turn as you temporarily disrupt ejecting ammo magazines and cooling rods. Blah 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 blah. This can only be used once per scene on a character. Hold on. I think it's because of how invade works. Because invade is weird. When do you choose what your invade is doing? When you target with invade, or when invade is successful?
Oh, right. Because I think
that's what the difference is.
Yeah, what I'm doing is
you're doing an invade.
And then I'm choosing one of the following options for invade.
Yes, so when you invade, you mount a direct electronic attack against a target. Make a tech attack against a character within sensors and line of sight. On success, your target takes 2 heat, and you choose one of the invasion options available to you. So the reason it works the way you think it does, and it does. So here's the good news. It works the way you do. You're wording it incorrectly when you're using it. You're not targeting them with inject power cores. You're targeting them with invade. And when invade is successful, you're choosing to eject power cores.
Right. That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can try to invade again, and because you never got to choose what you were doing with it, you can try to eject power cores again.
Okay. Yeah, and like when I use like the option in my skill sheet or in my character sheet, I'm like pre-choosing, but
exactly.
In truth,
you're just saying this is what I want to do. We're shortcutting it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so great. Okay, so I will still overcharge, and I will.
I'm glad we looked that up.
Yeah, that is a good distinction. So I will invade again. And let's see if I can hit him. I don't have the lock on this time, unfortunately.
So it will be at 2 difficulty.
Yeah. Oh,
hey,
but wow, I rolled really well.
But Lucky Guy only needs it to be 20 on a d20.
Yeah, so really, really good roll, 20 plus 6. And what was the difficulty? Oh, no, the difficulty was 6. 20 plus 5 minus 6 gives me 19. Nice. Okay. Now he takes 2 heat from the invade.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
Click the roll damage button at the bottom there.
Nice. Everything's automated these days. Roll.
All right. So now I can click the button to give him the heat.
So he also takes 2 energy damage. No, he doesn't.
No, only the people adjacent to him do.
Diesel takes 2 energy damage.
Which I will just do -2 on Diesel there. He has armor, though, so he will take no damage, actually.
Okay.
He has at least 2 armor, you can tell, because he took no damage from the fuel rods.
Basically, yeah, what happens is I hack into cells. Suddenly he's like ejecting cooling rods and like ammo magazines and stuff, and a blast of energy shoots out, hitting Diesel, but Diesel seems unaffected by it. But he is now jammed.
And he's only shredded for as long as he has the lock on, right? So as you use that lock on, he becomes unshredded.
Actually, let me read it.
Until the end. So it stays. Okay, it's different than how the NPC ones work. So cool. He is still shredded.
He's shredded. He's jammed, and I think since he's jammed, his shield goes away.
That is correct. Yeah. His defense net ends if he is stunned, jammed, or destroyed. So we are going to lose the defense net.
Okay, perfect.
Comet succeeded at his intent.
That's what I'm looking for. Okay, and glad we cleared up like how invade is always kind of funny. Like you always forget
you're
that
always invading. You're always invading. It's just what you choose to do with the invade.
Right, exactly. Like I think of the invade options as their own actions, which is not true.
But that's also
They're
why you
actions.
can't double up, because you can't invade. You can't do an action twice unless you overcharge.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. I will end my turn.
Excellent. All right, you're still well over there. So, seeing their barrier drop, I think. How long are they jammed for? They are jammed until the end of their next turn.
Yes.
And how long are they shredded for? Until the end of their next turn. Cells is going to activate.
That's smart. It's too bad I couldn't go after cells already activated.
Yeah, right? Unfortunately, they're going to spend their turn jammed, which means they can basically do almost nothing.
At least they can't put the shield back.
That is correct. They can't. They cannot do that. Let me move this around. Can't attacks. Okay, could improvise attack, grapple, or ram. So I don't think that helps him. Can't do anything that would require his computers or tech action. So he can't even do the searching that he wants to do.
You can grapple Diesel.
As a defensive mech, you have definitely just like made him skip his turn, basically. So that is just going to be a. It's going to take a stabilize. It's just going to full round stabilize, because that is functionally what he's doing. Boop boop.
Fair enough.
Rock, over to you.
All right.
Hope I set you up there, buddy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna hit the Diesel, but I do have a question. Can you look at my sheet again under the mark for death? What is the action to reapply it? It's like this. It's like a symbol there, but I'm not sure what that symbol means.
That is the protocol symbol.
That's protocol. Okay,
so the little circle with arrows around it.
So I could switch to cells as a protocol, right?
Yeah.
God, that kind of seems like better than
he's not shredded anymore. For
yeah, but
if it matters,
him getting the barrier not up. If I could get him down or something, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to protocol switch to cells.
Oh well, hold on. As a protocol, you may cease focusing on a target. It looks like to focus on a new target, you need to use the full action again.
Really? Okay. Well,
the way I'm reading it, we found out the problem with reading this stuff in here. I'm gonna look it up in the book, because the book's right here.
See, it says use protocol. Yeah, it's so this is a very strange core ability if you can only really use it on one person and then cease it.
Yeah, it's okay. So while you have it active, because what you've actually done is you've activated Neural Shunt.
Yeah.
That's the actual protocol you've activated, is Neural Shunt. That gives you the marked for death action. The Marked for Death action allows you to spend a full action to mark someone for death. The protocol just lets you cease focusing on a target so you can unimmobilize yourself if you need to move on your turn. The protocol basically is only there so you can unimmobilize yourself at the beginning of your turn if you need to.
But it's a full action to reapply it every time.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a full action to get back into Mark for Death mode.
It is an unfortunately restrictive core ability.
It is very action intensive.
All right, well, I'm just going to activate my core siphon then, which gets me an accuracy.
Remember to activate yourself.
Oh, right. There we go.
Hey, Todd.
I'm just looking over
Lesson
everything.
of the held image.
What's that?
Todd, your lesson of the held image. Now's the time to use it.
Yeah, I'm activating. What does that do?
That does lets me put lock on. Yeah, good call out. So I'll use my reaction, lesson of the held image. You've started, and I'm gonna put lock on Diesel.
Boom.
And that's like another accuracy, right?
Yeah.
If you spend it,
if you choose to consume it, you don't have to.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I recommend you do.
And then I'm not moving anyway, so I'm going to steady aim. I become immobilized. Well, I'm already immobilized. Game jokes on you. I get +1 accuracy to all my attacks with rifles.
You're up to what, like +5 accuracy at this point?
Something like that, yeah. Because I'm hidden, I get an accuracy for just using the rifle I have. I get an accuracy for my core siphon. I get an accuracy for crack shot and an accuracy for the lock on. So yeah, I think it is 5. I'm going to sacrifice one of them to 0 in though, which if I get, I can attempt to hit a weak point.
If you get a crit, right?
I basically am trading an accuracy for a difficulty instead, so it negates one. And then if I get a crit, I can do something to it. The 0 in adds damage if I crit.
Cool.
Or no, that just adds damage if I hit. No, if I crit, you're right.
And I think you still have a leadership die, right?
And I have a leadership die.
You can add that to damage.
So let's do that. So accuracy, we're gonna have to manually adjust this up to.
You technically
4?
couldn't use the leadership die to give you accuracy because I didn't order you to attack Diesel.
I have 4 accuracy.
I think you have enough accuracy. Yeah.
And then we roll. And we do crit. Oh, this guy is...
Hey, go figure.
This guy's taking a lot of damage.
Go figure when you roll 6 accuracy, one of them's going to be a 6.
I want to see if this... I don't know if this is going to calculate the damage correctly because there's going to be...
28!
There's going to be 3d6 from the Mark for Death. I already do 2d6.
It's not going, I can tell you, I can guarantee it's not going to include the Mark for Death because that's a separate ability.
And then, what was it with crits? You can like re-roll it or something for damage? How did that?
Yeah, you can re-roll the damage and keep higher. But if you just hit roll damage, it'll give you an option to say it's a crit. Like one of the options on that thing that pops up is
I can add the bonus damage here too.
Button.
1 second. Yep, it's got crit registered. So 1d6 for the leadership, another 3d6 for Mark for Death, and another 1d6 for the 0 in. So we'll roll that with crit. It looks like that is 39 damage, armor piercing.
Holy crap.
Okay, so yeah, you rolled the 4D, you rolled 2d6. Keep highest twice, right? So you get 5 and 5.
All I did was add the damage, the d6s, into the thing, and then say it was a crit. So it calculated it beyond that. Yeah.
So it looks like you've rolled 1,000,000 dice, but that's just because it doubled the amount of dice you rolled, and it's only keeping the highest die.
Yeah, it's keeping the highest die.
So from your original hit, you got 5 and 5. And then from all your bonus damage, you got 6, 6, 6, 6, and 5.
Yes.
You rolled so high on the upper end edge of the damage you can do. Doing 29 armor piercing. Yeah, 29 armor piercing damage, which
39, because the 10 above is the normal gun, and then all the bonus dice is the 29.
Well, why don't we see what it says? Diesel took 39 damage, is what it says. And then Diesel is taking structure damage. Roll to see what happens. Your mech is damaged beyond repair. It is destroyed.
Hooray!
Okay, so I'm gonna put the overused GIF in. That's plates.
So the explosion behind him.
So he's knocked back one. What else? Let's call it a headshot, so he can't see.
He is knocked back one. Rock?
No, technically, I crit him, so there's a ton of extra stuff that happens on a crit, but it doesn't matter because he's dead.
Well, he is still in a giant thing of metal. That is,
he would be knocked back one, and we'll call it a headshot, and so he wouldn't see anymore as the called shot too.
Rock, knockback one, I'm going to say pushes him west.
Okay.
Which means he doesn't collapse onto the camp that is directly north of him.
Oh, thank goodness.
Good.
So that's nice. Diesel is fucking dead.
The shield drops. Diesel looks up and immediately explodes.
Just fucking the head is gone on this mech.
So that was my one quick action.
Give me a second to catch up because it doesn't like the little crossed out symbol doesn't do it justice. I need to turn his token red.
To
accurately represent that he's out of the fight. There we go.
What a shot! God damn.
Good shit.
Took a turn to line it up, but boy,
it took a turn to line it up, but you guys set it up magnificently.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm going to use my other quick action to external ammo feed, which will give me 3 heat, which I will add that in here. I believe it's 4 out of 12 now. I'm mobilized, so there's really nothing else to do. Hey, since I have reloaded, my roll-in chamber comes into effect. My next shot will do an extra 1d6 explosive damage.
Well, how about that?
And if they don't, they have to succeed a hull save or are knocked prone, too. So, my next shot could do more. It won't, but could.
Please do more.
All right. What do we got here? A bunch of nonsense. All right. I'm going to activate the other ammo. Let's see. In terms of distance.
Yeah, Mark for Death is right. It's not just a cool name. It's very literally. You're marking him for death.
Like, yeah, and there was like fail safes, right? Like I can literally just re-roll my first shot of a round.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's kind of 2 chances. You have to hit a crit. With all the accuracies, it's more likely, but you have to hit the crit for it to even matter, and it takes a full turn of setup. So it's unfortunately restrictive, but yeah, it is very good when it works.
Works.
Yeah,
very good.
It certainly works when it works.
When it doesn't work, it's just a huge bummer.
Yeah.
Orion, as this ammo moves out, is going to turn on you and is going to activate suppress. You become impaired. As it starts to just fire suppressing fire in your direction, and it gains the moving target reaction against you.
Cool.
And then similarly to what it did to Chimera, it will also fire some of those as a more accurate fire. It will miss, but will still deal 4 reliable damage,
So 3 with armor.
which will do 3 damage to you.
Nice.
So that is ammo. And then to finish out the round, I'm going to activate plates. How does the thing he's on top of work again? It is attract.
As a quick action.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to spend a
Make
quick
out
action
another-
to break the. It's another hull save.
It is immobilized, so it could just stay immobilized if it wants to and still act from here, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
It's also cleared if the PCP is destroyed. How much HP does this thing have? How
20.
beefy does it look? It's like
20.
it's like a big fucking magnetic armored plate. Okay.
He's gonna work at it. I mean, he's free to, but I mean, it's
Yeah,
you know,
it's
spending actions.
like it's not something that looks like it's going to like fall apart. So I don't think that is a thing he will be trying to do.
I mean,
So
I
is it the
recommend he
hull
tries
save
it.
to pull away from it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to repeat the hull save to try and pull away from the plate as a quick action.
Nope.
All right, a 10 does not hit your save target.
Correct. It's 15.
All right. Then what it is going to do is it is going to spend a quick tech to lock onto you, Chimera. As you see it struggling to pull away from the magnetic plate you've pulled on the ground, it's like lifting up its feet and they're getting like pulled back down as it like trips over itself. It like goes down to one knee and now its knee is stuck to the plate. It is struggling hard. And then it looks in your direction and you can just hear the tone coming out of one of your computers that it is locked onto you.
Chimera just waves. How's it
all
going?
right. And at the end of round 2 and beginning of round 3, we're going to go ahead and stop the combat there to come back to this next episode.
Alrighty. Cool.
You
Yeah,
had
cool.
a strong start. I mean, you guys,
Yeah.
you had setup. You had the. They didn't know you were coming, but they do outnumber you, and you're putting it to them. So we'll see how this plays out in the next session.
Good synergies so far, I think.
Good showing off the team getting back together.
Yeah.
Diesel
all right.
found out we were here.
Yeah, Diesel found out, and then found out.
Which the pilot's
Found
still
out for
alive,
five-
right?
5 seconds.
Like
Yeah,
it
there
wasn't
might be a
full
guy left in
meltdown.
there, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.